Doom's stolen lives warning. Dr. Doom stands in front of Earth's mightiest heroes and delivers a warning no MQ villain has given before. Every one of them, he says, has been living a life that isn't really theirs, and it's time to give it back. Marvel debuted that moment inside the D23 2026 trailer, and it reframes everything we thought we knew about this villain. Sue Storm sets it up first, describing Victor Von Doom as someone who was once kind and caring, before everything he loved got taken from him. She says she knew he was lost. She just never realized he was broken. Then the footage lingers on a carved mural, showing what looks like a wife and a son. Marvel hasn't confirmed who they are or how they died, but the placement feels deliberate. A grieving father is not the same threat as a power-hungry conqueror. He believes he's owed something back, and that reframes every hero he's about to fight. Sentinels rise from ruins. Xavier's school for gifted youngsters lies in ruins in new footage, and it might be the darkest clue in the whole campaign. Magneto stands in the wreckage, delivering a quiet line about death coming for everyone. Cyclops fires an uncontrolled blast of red energy into the sky, and behind him, a massive metal foot rises from the dirt. That's a Sentinel, the mutant hunting robot behind the nightmare timeline in Days of Future Past. In that 2014 film, Wolverine traveled back to 1973 specifically to stop Sentinels from ever being built, and he succeeded. Mystique spared their creator, and that apocalyptic future was erased. Marvel hasn't explained why Sentinels are standing again, next to a ruined mansion, more than a decade later. The likeliest read is that erasing one future doesn't erase the technology forever, only that timeline. Someone rebuilt them. And the trailer suggests Doom gave the order. Doom's true universe revealed. One mystery from Fantastic Four, First Steps, just got answered, and it changes how we see Victor's whole relationship with Reed and Sue. New Doomsday footage confirms Doom's home reality is Earth 828, the same retro-futuristic universe where the Fantastic Four already live as world-famous heroes. That means Victor isn't a stranger crashing into their world, he's from it. Whatever happened to him happened somewhere Reed and Sue already know. First Steps ended with a hooded figure approaching baby Franklin Richards while holding Doom's mask, 4 years after Galactus was defeated, and now we know that figure was standing on his own turf. This turns Doom from an outside threat into something closer to a fallen friend, someone the Fantastic Four may have failed to save. Endgame's hidden Doomsday scene. Marvel just confirmed something that resets everything you think you know about Endgame's ending. On September 25th, 2026, Avengers, Endgame returns to theaters as Endgame Encore, and it isn't just a nostalgia lap. The re-release adds close to 7 minutes of brand new footage, ending in a scene built specifically to connect into Doomsday. One new line has Tony Stark warning that tampering with time always comes back to collect a debt. Chris Evans and Hayley Atwell both appeared on the D23 stage to discuss Steve's ending, joking that he came so close to a happy life with Peggy that they should have known better. Steve stayed in the past and built an entire life there. According to the Russo brothers' own explanation of Endgame, that choice created a separate branch of reality, one the main timeline never accounted for. If that branch caused a later incursion, Steve's happy ending might be the exact stolen life Doom was talking about earlier. Marvel hasn't confirmed that link outright, but 2 entire pieces of marketing seem to be daring you to make it yourself. Doom replaced Kang. Dr. Doom almost wasn't the villain of this saga at all. For years, Marvel built its entire multiverse saga toward Kang the Conqueror. Loki introduced his variant, He Who Remains, and Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, gave us Kang himself. The next Avengers movie was already announced under the title The Kang Dynasty. Then, everything changed off-screen. Jonathan Majors, the actor playing Kang, was convicted of reckless assault and harassment in December 2023, and Marvel cut ties with him almost immediately. By Comic-Con 2024, the Kang dynasty was gone, the Russo brothers were announced as directors, and Robert Downey Jr. walked out to reveal he'd be playing Dr. Doom instead. That's not fan speculation, that's a confirmed course correction, and it's why this saga now ends with a former ally instead of a lifelong conqueror. Marvel is hiding Loki. Tom Hiddleston is officially in this movie, and Marvel still hasn't shown him once. Hiddleston was confirmed during the massive March 2025 cast reveal livestream, and he's since teased his comeback directly, saying his chapter as Loki isn't over yet. But every trailer released through D23 2026 has skipped him completely. That's strange, considering where we left him. By the end of Loki Season 2, he sacrifices his own future to hold the entire multiverse together, growing every timeline into one massive tree and sitting alone at its center as the god of stories. If Dr. Doom wants to reshape or control that multiverse, Loki isn't a side character anymore. He's sitting at the literal middle of it. Marvel may simply be saving that reunion as a surprise. Nobody outside the studio knows for sure yet. Wanda's secret return? Wanda Maximoff wasn't part of Doomsday's official cast reveal, and that absence alone has fueled 2 years of speculation. When Marvel ran its 5-hour livestream announcing the cast in March 2025, Elizabeth Olsen's name never appeared. Since then, some entertainment reports claim there's evidence she may still show up, reportedly filmed using a stunt double in a mask, similar to how several of Doom's followers are shown on set. None of that is studio confirmed. That backstory explains why her comeback would matter so much. In Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, grief and the corrupting Darkhold pushed Wanda into hunting alternate versions of her children across the multiverse. If she does return, especially working alongside Doom, that unresolved arc gets a very different ending than WandaVision seemed to promise. For now, treat every version of this as a rumor, not a reveal. Sam takes the shield. Steve Rogers isn't the MCU's Captain America anymore, and Doomsday is bringing back the man who actually earned that shield. Steve gave it to Sam Wilson at the end of Endgame, but Sam initially turned the responsibility down, donating it to the Smithsonian instead. The government responded by handing the shield to John Walker, and that decision fell apart fast. After losing his partner Lamar in battle, Walker used the super soldier serum to publicly beat an enemy to death, live on camera. Sam and Bucky took the shield back. Sam eventually accepted the role on his own terms, training with it, earning a new Wakandan-made suit, and becoming Captain America, without trying to copy Steve. Anthony Mackie is officially confirmed for Doomsday, which means when the Avengers need Captain America again, Sam is the one answering. Fantastic Four hit Earth 616. While Sam rebuilds one version of the Avengers, a completely different team accidentally earns the exact same name. Thunderbolts brings together Yelena Belova, Bucky Barnes, Red Guardian, Ghost, and John Walker, a group of damaged anti-heroes manipulated by CIA Director Valentina Allegra de Fontaine. After they band together and stop Bob Reynolds' darker persona, the Void, from destroying New York, Valentina hijacks their victory and publicly brands them the new Avengers. 14 months later, their headquarters detects an extra-dimensional spacecraft entering Earth 616, marked with a giant number 4 on the side. That's the Fantastic Four, crossing over from Earth 828 for the first time. It's the clearest bridge yet between Doom's own universe and the team built to stop him. 3 universes collide. Marvel's own description of this movie is exactly as big as it sounds. Heroes from 3 separate universes, set on a deadly collision course, facing a threat none of them have ever met. Every earlier piece in this video is one of those collision points. Deadpool and Wolverine confirmed Earth 1005, the old Fox universe, is dying and connected to the MCU through the Tvarda Bridge that lets Patrick Stewart, Ian McKellen, and the rest of the original X-Men cast exist alongside the Avengers now. The Marvels stranded Monica Rambeau in a parallel reality, where Beast confirmed she's trapped outside her own universe entirely, and that spacecraft from the new Avengers brought Earth 828 and Doom's own home crashing directly into the mix. 3 universes, one villain standing in the middle of all of them, telling every hero that their lives were never really theirs to keep. Hell answers to him now. In December, we find out what that costs.